Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here. Today I thought I would show off my range bag. I just got done with deer hunting for the year and I wanted to clean it out, take out everything that I don't need to keep in it anymore and put in the stuff that I normally keep in it, and just kind of show it off in general, show off what I use as a range bag and what I keep in there. So for starters, this is just a range bag that's made by Midway USA. I'm not sure if Midway USA actually makes this or if they just put their brand, their logo on it. But I got this for Christmas a couple years ago, and I really don't even know if this is still an option on their website or not. This is a tan color, a brown tan color, and I really like it. I got it for Christmas a couple years ago. And it's a pretty nice, spacious bag. I really wanted a bag that I could put several handguns and quite a few boxes of ammunition, magazines in, just because prior to having this, I just kind of took an ammo can and a couple of, pistols and revolvers and had them in cases or in holsters like the Glock over there. And I would just take them loose, and it just wasn't very practical. So I wanted a nice range bag so I could at least put all my handguns in one place and my ammunition and just have it all in the same place. So this is what my mom got me for Christmas. So it has several pockets. It has a really long shoulder strap, padded. It's secured with these D-rings down here. And of course you can take it off by just taking the clips off like that. I just typically keep it on because that's typically how I carry it, is by the shoulder strap. Other than the shoulder strap, it also has two straps that clip together. You have a nice leather buckle thing. I don't really know what you call this, but you can clamp them together basically and use them as one big strap like this. And of course you unbutton them to open up the bag. Let me get around here and open up the main compartment. So you have one big main compartment here. You have a big flat pouch here, a flat pouch on the other side, a flat pouch here, and then you have this big dump bag here. And I typically use this dump pouch over here for picking up my spent casings. Right now I have some 223 blank casings from when I was shooting my cannon, and some shotgun shell holes. So I just, anytime I go shooting and I pick up my brass, and I just dump it in there. And depending on what it is, I'll either pitch it, like those these shotgun shells. I don't really load 12 gauge, so these will probably end up getting pitched. Plus I have a whole bunch of these anyway. And then those blanks, those might get pitched as well, because I don't really know if you can reload those. Anyway, into the main compartment, I have currently my guns that I took hunting with me. So I have my Ruger Blackhawk in 41 Magnum, which I believe is still loaded. As you can see right there, it is still loaded. Didn't have to fire this one at all, but it was definitely a good sidearm to have while I was deer hunting. But I don't really need to have it anymore, in the bag that is, so I'll take it out of the bag. I do keep several of these gun, oil rag gun cloths. I got a couple Ruger ones, and I got this one from Mossy Oak that my girlfriend's father gave me, so I got those. I also, other than just taking this to the range or taking it to the farm, I keep this, this is like my storage for some of these things, like these rags that I don't just keep out, just wherever. I keep them in here typically because when I need them, I'm actually, out somewhere, or even if I'm home, I just know they're in this bag. Have another gun in here. This is my Security 6, and I have it in this nice soft pistol pouch. And of course it's also in a holster because I carried this when I was hunting as well. I didn't carry it while I was hunting, I just carried it like when I took the dog out for a walk. This was a much easier gun to just, clip onto my belt and take the dog for a walk while I was out there hunting. So I believe that one is also loaded. I don't think I unloaded that one either. But here's my one of like 3 pistol pouches that I have. This is a pretty big one. Have my Mag Lula Up Lula, which is a pistol magazine reloader. Just keep it in there. Also, normally I keep in there my hearing protection, so I have these Winchester, just big, basic earmuffs. They're kind of big for like shooting rifles and shotguns. So I also have these. These are technically my mom's. I got them for her for Christmas one year. These are Champion, but they're also electronic, so you can actually hear with them. Mom doesn't really go shooting much, so for the most part I just keep them in the bag. And if she needs them, she can take them. Here's my other Ruger cloth. I have some, I'll call them hunting glasses. They're not, I wouldn't say that they're true eye protection, although they would protect you better than nothing. But these are more to like brighten things up. I guess they're kind of like sunglasses, but I think they more brighten up the area so you can see better. So these are hunting glasses, but I typically keep them in there because I don't really have anywhere else to put them. Have my 357 ammo, my 41 Magnum ammo. That doesn't really need to be in there anymore. I have my 308 Perfecta ammo. I think this is just empty casings. I think. Oh. I thought I had another box of this in here. Maybe I already put that away though. Here is the casing from the round that took my deer this year, so got to put this back in that box. I also keep several, I think 2 Glock 40 cal magazines in here, and that's because, here's the other one, and that's because typically I keep my Glock 22 in the bag, mainly because I typically keep whatever gun that I carry out at the farm in the bag so that it's just in there and I can grab the bag and take it to the farm, because I typically will carry my Glock. Sometimes I'll carry one of my Rugers or my Ruger Security 6. I kind of switch it up, but lately I've been carrying the Glock mostly. So I keep a couple of Glock magazines in there as well. Here's another pair of, these are shooting glasses. These are my primary eye protection that I use when I'm shooting. And I have a few of these speed loaders for my Taurus 85. So it's a 38 special revolver. I have 3 of these. I just kind of keep them in there to store them in there. Don't really have any other reason to keep them in there. I have a couple of these speed strips as well. These are 5 rounds for 357 Magnum or 38 Special. Again, I just keep them in there for storage. I have a few 1022 magazines for squirrel hunting, because I take my 1022 or one of my 1022s squirrel hunting, so I have a few of these in there. That way, whenever I decide to go squirrel hunting again, I have them ready to go. And the only other thing I have in the main compartment is just several of these little earplugs. These are just kind of backup ear protection. They were in a box, but the box kind of fell apart. So they're just kind of scattered in there, but that's okay. On this side, you have the big pouch. These are just some receipts from some guns I bought a while back. I just never took them out. Oh, I've been looking for that. This is just a screwdriver that I used to pry something on some gun a long time ago. But I've been looking for this, so I can put that away. You have this little mesh pouch, not really sure what to use that for, and a pouch with some snaps on it. Don't really have anything in there. I guess you could put magazines and, you can put whatever you want in these pouches. I don't use every single pouch for stuff. Let's turn it this way. Gonna get this strap out of the way. Has a zipper pouch on this side, which I don't have anything in currently, but again, you could put ammo, magazines, you could put a small pistol in there, you could put speed loaders in there, you can put whatever you want in there. Just lots and lots of storage. And on this side, this is the pouch that I typically will put magazines in, because you have this really long pouch, internal pouch on the side here. So this is where I typically will keep my Glock magazines, my Ruger magazines, my Smith & Wesson magazines. If I'm ever, taking several pistols to the shooting range, I'll put, 2 or 3 magazines from each gun in here. And you can also put more magazines just in the main pouch as well. And of course, any of these other pouches you could put magazines in. There's all kinds of magazines you can put in there. I have a target that I haven't used yet, so I'll put that back. I have this little lock here. I was going to put a rope on this lock and shoot it out of the cannon to shoot into a tree for actually cutting down a tree, but I ended up not using that. This is just an old lock. Nobody uses it anymore, and it's just taking up space, so I thought this would be good for that, but ended up not needing it, but that doesn't need to be in there anymore. And yeah, so that's everything in my range bag. I just got to put everything back in it. So let's put the Glock in first. Like I said, this is typically where I keep the Glock because that's typically what I take to the farm. Got my Lula, got my my little oily rags, stick those in there. Got my hearing protection, my eye protection and hunting glasses, stick those in there. Get my 1022 mags in there, and my speed loaders, put those in there, my speed strips, and that's pretty much everything that I usually keep in there. And of course I got to take all those empty shotgun shells and 223 blank casings out of there and do whatever I'm going to do with those. But anyway, that is the range bag, all ready to go for the next time I need to go to the farm. So, yeah, that's really all I have for this video. So subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.